Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge. So Saturday, August 19th is our car show at Minnesota Outlaw Customs in Big Falls, Minnesota. Everybody's welcome. We're gonna have some really cool cars, and we've had a lot of people call, and some of the everything from project cars to customs to rat rods, four-wheel drives, monster trucks, everything. It's gonna be crazy. And I'm blown away because every year we get calls and people are telling us, hey, we're gonna bring the cars and whatever, and they show up and bring some really cool stuff. But this year it's just kind of out of control. So I'm kind of like, ooh, it's gonna be a big car show if everybody shows up that says they're gonna show up. But we have people coming from out of state, people coming from Canada. I keep saying, I hate that. That's like a bad habit. I'm not gonna tell you who's gonna be here, but it'll be really cool to see all the people that are here at the car show. And like I said, that's August 19th, and it's 11 to 3, but we always stay till dark or whatever. Everybody's, not really partying, but hanging out and goofing off and doing burnouts or whatever they're doing, for the car show. And we'll have merch for sale, and then we'll have some tables set up in the shop with some stuff for sale. And there's gonna be a lot of vehicles and parts and a swap meet and a lot of vendors and just, I don't know, it's craziness. But anyways, I hope you guys can make it. I really appreciate all the support on the channel. And when we started this car show, it was something that Heidi and I talked about, and she got everything all set up and was like, hey, if you wanna do a car show, I'll help you out. And obviously I did like all the labor, hard work, whatever, but she did all the stuff that to me is harder, where, she did all the paperwork and the permits and the license and all the fees and the insurance and event insurance and it's just craziness. I don't know how she does all that crap, but she got all that stuff all set up, and we did it for the first time, for the first annual Resurrectors reunion. And it was a hit, everybody liked it. They all had fun. So every year now they're asking us, they're like, hey, are you going to do the car show? And we're like, yeah, well, hell yeah, we're going to do the car show, And what the hell's leaking right here? Something underneath my lift. Hopefully it's not hydraulic fluid. But anyways, I just want to thank you guys for all the support and everybody busting their ass and everybody that comes and helps us. Everybody from Paco and Pachuco and Colton and Chad, Honest Paint Speed Shop, and I mean just everybody, they all show up, they all bust ass, everybody helps us out, and they help us put up the fences and the garbage cans and all that stuff, and they work their asses off, and that means a lot, everybody that comes and helps Heidi sell the shirts and do all that stuff and register the cars and park the cars, and it's a lot of work putting on a car show. You literally can't do it by yourself. And that's what friends and family are for. So thank you guys. But anyways, enough rambling on. I got the shop clean, got it all organized, and I love having a clean, organized shop. It makes me feel good. It makes me want to work. So I've been in here busting ass all day. It's I think it's like 4 o'clock right now, but got it all pretty much cleaned up. Tomorrow I'll probably come in here and sweep and blow it out and whatever. Just kind of double check I got everything done and whatever for the car show. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick shop tour since it's clean. I figured, I'll show you some of the stuff I did today too. So anyways, we'll see what happens. So on the front of the shop, I finally took the paper off the windows. It's got to the point where people are not bothering me as bad so much now. And that's kind of nice, because before you'd be in there working all day and people be knocking on the door, bugging you and everything else. But this window is tinted, and I see people all the time like trying to put their face up to the window and you can't see through it, so it's kind of nice. But as you walk through the door here, so I got all my junk on the window that, that's all friends and family and whatever have given me cool stuff over the years, gifts and whatever. This one's really cool. This is in 2004 in California. I won Hell's Angels best of show. That was badass. And this is another trophy. I think that one's another best of show there with car and bikes that we had. That we've sold all of them, but well, I got the motorcycle still, but people have given me stuff like this, the Arco coffee and the Arco oil deal there, and you know, like my dad gave me a lowrider deal. I'm not into lowriders, but I love that body style. That's just like Heidi's car. And then I got the Harbor Freight metal brake right here. And it's actually been oops, sorry about that, crap, the camera work. It's actually been a pretty cool tool, you know. And then Heidi got these, let me see if I can zoom this out. Will that work? Yeah, she got these like Hobby Lobby letters or whatever. They just look really cool because when the doors open in the shop, you can actually see them from the road, which is kind of neat. And then this old blower, I got that at an estate sale. Thought it was cool, so I just threw it on top of the toolbox. This is my son Cody's toolbox. And then this is a weird, maybe you guys have seen one of these. Leave a comment down below if you have. But it's an anvil and a vise at the same time. So I've only seen a couple of these, but I got this one at an estate sale a long time ago when we bought a bunch of stuff and just thought it was really cool. But I made it where when people come in here, they're always asking for our business cards and stuff. So put those there. And then I have the fridge here. It's not plugged in right now, but most of the time it's got like, you know, I keep like my food or lunches and then sodas and crap in there. There's a restroom right here, but nobody gets to use that. It's all locked up right now. And then a friend of ours made this cool key holder. And then a while back, I guess it was like a couple weeks ago, whatever, I put the wood on here on the front of the shop too, because it just looked like crap. It had that yellow insulation on the walls and whatever. And this is that toolbox that Heidi got for $5 at a estate sale. Really cool old vintage toolbox, matched the shop really nice, so love that. And then Paco made this awesome license plate deal. Oops, wrong way, dumbass. Which is really cool. Thank you. And then he also did that picture for us up here, which is amazing, of my Roadster. So that's nice to have that in here, you know. And then a buddy of mine in one of the motorcycle clubs, he passed away. So that's a real cherished sign right there. He made that by hand, and I love that. That's just, man, that's really cool. But yeah, he's missed, you know. And then I got some of my manuals right here. And then Heidi, just a while back, it was maybe a couple months ago, you guys probably seen me drag this into the shop. We were at a school estate sale, and there was this old vintage nut and bolt bin, and it just matched the shop perfectly. So, and the reason I put it there is because now we have the lift here. Excuse me, and the lift is nice. So I wanted to make sure I had a workbench and then parts, manuals, and then my extra toolbox. And then the other day I painted this workbench because I got tired of it looking like crap. And I was waiting for some primer and stuff in the body shop to dry and whatever, and it was pissing me off. So I was like, well, I might as well do something else. So I went ahead and painted that. I still have some of that yellow insulation right here showing, and I'm gonna cover that up with some tin. I just haven't had time to do it. And then this is sodas and water and whatever. We usually put them in the fridge, but this is for the show Saturday. Got some junk on the walls here. And a friend of ours gave me that old stoplight. I asked him if it was my dad's, and he wouldn't answer me. So I'm pretty sure that was my dad's stoplight he had on his front porch, which is really cool. And then we have Aspen's dragster, which that's another thing. I'm hoping that we can start taking that thing down pretty soon and putting the new, we have everything except for the front axle. And we'll see if we can get an axle built or buy one or whatever. But that car's, we have pretty much everything for it now. So that's really cool. And then I finished this up the last couple days. I had a bunch of wiring and hydraulic lines and all that crap, and it was driving me nuts. I kept tripping on it. So I went through here and really carefully taped everything up, and I put the cover over the lines for the lift, and then I hooked up all the wires, and then I taped everything really nice and zip tied it, ran it inside the machine, inside the controller. And then now all you gotta do is flip it on, and it goes up and goes down, and then you have the air line that hooks on here on the back. I put a new air fitting and everything in here. And then this morning, I put this, I trimmed this out. You guys have seen in the last few videos, there's like a big void or a big hole in the wall right there. That goes into the body shop. And I've been wanting to put a door there. I just didn't know really what I wanted to do. And I just said, screw it, I'm gonna go ahead and just put something up. At least it looks better than what it did, you know? And it was driving me nuts anyways, because in the wintertime, we're gonna go into winter soon. So in the wintertime, that's like real cold air coming out of there. Because that's not insulated over there, but we're gonna try to get insulated the next month or so. We'll see what happens. And then I wanted a pull handle on here. So I put this old wrench that we got at one of those estate sales. And then family sending me stuff like the signs here. And then NorCal, that was one of my companies I had in California years ago. And then we have our sponsors, banners and stuff on the wall. And then Spencer, thank you for the badass picture right here. He was in here one day and he was watching me or whatever. No, I think he cut that out of one of my videos. But anyways, he took a picture of it or whatever, blew it up and did that artwork. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera. Yeah, it's kind of messing with the glare there. So, but anyways, it's that's really nice that Spencer did that for me as a gift and I love it. Thank you. And then this was one of our original signs that we had on the front of our shop years ago when we first started. And I just hand painted and lettered and whatever and did all that and on an old car door and slapped it on the side of the building just for a temporary sign. And it ended up being like, oops, sorry about that. Crappy cam work again. But it ended up being something that it's been in every one of our shops. So that's kind of cool. So figured we put up there, you know. This King Kong Sheen Fling, however the hell you say that name, on eBay. This is it's kind of a cheap Chinese balancer and tire machine. It's been really good. I mean, we had to do a couple of modifications to the pedal and we put a different style head on it here and the yellow deal so it'll scratch up rims and whatever. And then Pachuco got some adapters that go here for motorcycle wheels. And you can see those hiding back there. And those are really nice. So actually been really good machines. I really like them. It was like, I want to say like 1,300 bucks shipped, or maybe it was 1,800. I don't remember. It wasn't bad at all, you know. Then we have our tire blaster here for doing the tires and whatever, and old signs, and then some more of our sponsors right here. This is when we were in the Radical build off, drive off and all that. And then obviously you got Iron Horse Garage and Playing in Traffic, all these guys. And then Jeff with the race sponsorship. And then this morning I put the unibody up on the dollies so I could flip it around. So I spun this thing 180, and then now I'm getting ready to finish up the floors, and I'm finishing up the inside of the bed and the tailgate and everything now, trying to get all that done, getting ready to cut the license plate and build the panels that go here for the roll pan. So that's the main project in the shop right now. And when I bought this shop, it wasn't insulated, so we had the insulation put in, and then this overhead crane trolley setup is really cool. Love that thing. Comes in real handy. And then you guys have seen Vigilante, and you know that's one of my projects that hopefully I'll be working on soon. Back fenders here, still building the fronts. Excuse me. And then one of my signs here. And then this is drag car Studebaker front hood out of this old Studebaker gasser. That was pretty cool. Got that. And then of course another American flag up here. Excuse me, man, I'm sorry. And I got I had this old drill, and I had this spot right here where I always keep my shrinking stump. I really like it right there. So I figured it'd be cool to put this old drill up there. This thing's like really old, cast iron, weighs a ton. Mounted that on the wall, built some hammer racks, threw a little wheel right here because this wheel I actually bolted to my welding table and use it for bending metal and tubing and rod and everything else. And then a lot of gifts and stuff from goofballs like Honest Peyton Speed Shop and all those guys, and Aspen drew me that. And then my stepdaughter right here, she got me this one. Really cool stuff, you know. All those little things that when you're working, it makes it nice where you can see, you know, your family stuff in here. Almost broke my neck on the lift there. And then right here, I put my, most of my sheet metal because I like to be able to just grab it, throw it right on the table. And then I kind of set my whole workstation is set up where it's like a tool crib right here. And not to make you dizzy, but I'll kind of show you how I got it set up. I have a working vise here. So when I'm working on projects right here, and then I have my big welding table, obviously, that I work off of all the time. And then I have cutter or shear, grinders, belt sanders, badass stereo, obviously. This thing has like 6 speakers that'll blow you out of this place. Jack stands, and then scrap metal. And then I have bench, or not a bench, but a stool when I want to do the TIG welding right here on this table. All my tripods, I got like 5, 6 of them. Thank you guys. Everybody's sending them to me. Really cool. And then in here, I got a bunch of junk that I hang up, you know, just parts that I use and stuff that I think is kind of neat, whatever. And then sponsor stickers and friend stickers and channel stickers, whatever. Then I have my drill press here. We're drilling holes, obviously garbage can. And I got tools here. Let me zoom this out a little bit. And then I have tools here. Tons of toolboxes, and I have everything super organized. I'm not going to show you inside my boxes because I have some private stuff in there right now I don't want to show. Just, you know, car show information and all that kind of stuff. The hammers, I have like every single kind of body hammer that I've made for different panels when I'm building sheet metal panels or doing, you know, different shapes. I have every kind of thing you could think of, different styles and files and dollies and everything, you know. And same thing, old signs. And then right here, like I was saying, I have tool stations. I have my machinist stuff here in this box to keep it clean and dry and protected. And then right here, I have some more in this box. And then I actually have another one down there on my TIG welding table. And then, like I said, you got toolboxes here. And then a lot of times I'll sit manuals here or patterns or paperwork or whatever. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. And then right here on the other side of the welding table, I have grinders, my clamps that drop into the holes in the table, and I get clamps for holding stuff on the side of the table, magnets, and then my wire pliers for the welders and stuff, and another vise down here on this side. And the reason I have that vise there is when I'm, hold on a second. Oh crap, wrong way, dumbass. So when I'm using this vise is when I'm using the grinder and belt sander, drill press, all that crap, you know. And then here I have toolboxes. This is pretty much mostly fabrication drawing, and then this one right here is fabrication tools. So in this one I would have like all my rulers, tape measures, circle templates, you know, circle cutters like this, circle makers, anything to do with doing fabrication, and more circle deals and, you know, squares and scribes and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty much a fabrication drawing setup. And then I have 1/2-inch drive and bigger stuff here. And then right here is pretty much mostly 1/4-inch and 3/8 drive in this whole box here, screwdrivers, wrenches, and whatever. And then in this box, like I said, this is all fabrication tools. This is all my angle finders, my shape checkers. I use a lot of these right here. And I mean, I have tons of them. And you can see in here that I have just, here, let me turn this light on for you. Sorry about that. And I have tons of these blocks, and I use them for shapes when I'm putting stuff on the table right here and I want to lift it up a certain spot and then clamp it down with these clamps that I have to the table. You know, it makes it really nice where you can get stuff positioned really nice to weld on it. So that's pretty much my fabrication setup right here. And then I have some specialty wrenches in the top and whatever, some other crap. This old milling machine, I actually use this thing a lot. Really like this thing. Really cool milling machine. This is like a 1908, I believe it is. Sharps and Thornton or something. You guys don't know what it is. Leave a comment down below if you know what it is. And then, like I said, I got my shrinking stuff here for shaping metal. And then right here, I have brass washers, springs, metric nuts and bolts. This is my tool crib in this area right here. And when I say tool crib, I'm talking about any manuals or fasteners, nuts, bolts, washers, lubes, sprays, carb cleaner, brake clean, anything like that. And I also keep zip ties, big washers, hose clamps, coolant testers, O-rings. You can kind of see all the stuff in here that's in here. And then right here, grease guns and whatever, and clutch tools for like fan clutches. And then I got big pry bars and air tools, and then you know, stuff for my fasteners for checking what they are, if they're metric or standard or fine or coarse thread or whatever. And then, like I said, these are all my fasteners that I have here. Not all of them, but nuts, bolts, washers. And then in here, I keep this one separate. And this is something that I think is kind of smart to do if you work on vintage cars, is to have stuff here that's actually new. This is my new stuff, and this is a lot of new stuff, but a lot of used stuff. So stuff that I want to keep, that I don't want to throw it away. But this is all new, pretty much all new stuff right in here. So if I want to grab nuts, bolts, washers, whatever, this is stuff that's all like right from like Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. And I buy it in the bags, dump it in here, and that way I never run out. And if I need something, all I have to do is just open these up and grab a handful, use them, and then when I see that they're going low, I'll make sure and fill these back up. I'll just grab a bag of them when I'm at, you know, one of the big box stores or whatever. And, you know, brake clean and brake fluid, silicone sprays, whatever. And then right here, I have my cleanup station, like when I want to clean my hands. And then also, like I said, I got a bathroom right here, but I'll have rags and, you know, there's boxes and rags, and then there's a hand cleaner, whatever, WD-40. And then some old tools and stuff on the wall, same thing. The Legend, Tall Lions, love you, brother. And then here's another one that Paco sent us, and that's me and Heidi in the Roadster next to him. He snapped a picture, that was really cool. And I keep my welders right here, plasma cutters. I got 2 plasma cutters, 2 welders. And then right here, I got another TIG welder and whatever. And then machinist box. And then this is all TIG welding table. And then extra helmets and whatever. And then over here, I got more fasteners. And then kind of like, you know, knickknacks and stuff that I use all the time. Washers, you know, nuts, bolts, lock washers, lock nuts, all that kind of crap. Seal pullers, and then this is all like, you can see on the boxes, most of them are marked, you know, where alternator tester, seal pullers, everything like that. There's valve grinding tools in here. There's all kinds of crap, sawzalls and just everything. And I made this spot, this is where my milling machine was. See, I got like car doors up there and fender skirts, and like there's parts all over this place. And there's a, yeah, I didn't even show you guys that. There's a whole upstairs right here that you go up, and there's a whole another addition up top. And then I have my motorcycle fender that got wrecked up doing wheelies. I came down and hit there's big dents in it right here and another dent in it right here. My Road King, I doing wheelies, that came down and smacked the fender, the front did. So we're repainting that and doing it up one of these days. Levels and squares and all that kind of crap. This is my road box. I grab this when I want to go somewhere. I'll grab that and jam out the door. Old heavy valve cover. I don't know why I got that, but it's like from an estate sale or something. Battery chargers, extra batteries, extra saws. And then I put my big wrenches and pipe wrenches and funnels and stuff on that wall. And then I got my English wheel here, planishing hammer, English wheel, shrinker stretcher, and my other English wheel from Sobering Restorations. Thanks, you guys. And then we're back in the corner again. So yeah, just figured I'd do a quick shop tour. Everybody's always asking me, hey, you got a really cool shop, blah, 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 whatever. And you know, I think I do too. I love it here. You know, this is home, and it's a blast working in here. And you know, I do have some mental issues with my head. So a lot of times I'll lock the doors, and I'll stay in here for hours on end, and you know, I won't let people bother me, so I can kind of just stay in here and work and not be bothered, you know. But yeah, it's a cool place to hang out and whatever. But anyways, I'll see you guys Saturday, August 19th for the car show. Hopefully you guys can make it. Thanks for sticking around. And if you guys get a chance, please hit the subscribe button. Later.